Samantha Fields. I'm from Ithaca High School, and I just attend RYLA, as you all know. My favorite experience at RYLA was not the early mornings and the late evenings, but it was worth it because I got to meet a lot of new people and a lot of different people, and I have a lot of new friends now that I still talk to every day. I was part of the Rubber Ducks group, and I still talk to them every day, and I have 2 other friends from a different group, and we're planning a spring break road trip, so that's exciting.
Hi, I'm Davina Vera. I'm from Ithaca High School. I attended RYLA too. And my favorite experience was when I got to conduct a choir at the end of the RYLA experience. And we did Stand By Me. And I think our choir was the best, like we sounded really good. Our harmonies were on point. And also, another thing that I loved was I forgot the guy's name, but he was doing a skit about a kid on drugs, and he was doing 2 roles. He was doing the guy who was going to do the interview of the kid, and the kid. He was like, so I'm on drugs, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And then he's like, oh, so, this is how it's going to go. And I loved it so much.
I'm Amy Wong, also from Ithaca High School and also did Rotary. My favorite part was a tie between our small groups, which is Sam mentioned before, she was part of the Rubber Ducks, I was part of the Elves. It was kind of like a little group of people that kind of acted as our RYLA family. And the other thing I really liked was a speaker named Duke Fisher came in, and he did a talk about conflict resolution, among other things. And I really liked his demonstration in the beginning. He had us partner up with someone, and the taller person was the teenager, and the shorter person was the parent, and we had to have an argument. And he told us to start with the parent saying, "You're not going to school in that." And then after we had our argument, he would tell us, he said, when we start arguing, people kind of tend to just assume the other person's wrong without really listening to them. So he says, slow down, identify what the other person's actually trying to tell you, and come up with multiple different solutions that will meet both people's needs equally.
I'm Elijah. I also go to the high school, also did Rotary. I think my favorite part was just the whole community. We were all there for the same reason. We all wanted to be there. Nobody was there because they didn't want to. I think that the talent show was the coolest. I did a bunch of stuff in it. Vina also did stuff in it. It was fun. What did you do? I beatboxed, and then I drank a bottle of water really fast. I guess you could call it talent. Not really. And then I sang Death of the Bachelor. So now, around school, I just kind of hold myself high, just pay attention to other people around me, make sure everybody is being engaged, actually paying attention in class. So if someone's goofing off in back or just fooling around, I'll make sure that they're stopping, goofing around, and actually paying attention.
So for me, before going to RYLA, I was never a person who would actually start a conversation with someone, and when people came and talked to me, I would kind of just answer their questions and then be like, okay, bye. But we had a speaker who came in who said, if you really want to get to know someone, you really should just go and ask them a bunch of questions. So I kind of at the end of that, I kind of promised myself I would put myself out there a bit more and just go talk to people, because that first bit of awkwardness is going to be gone within a couple days, and you're gonna probably gonna get a friend out of it.
So we had a presenter, I can't remember her name, and it's kind of small, but she said, don't use hey guys, you use y'all and stuff, because it doesn't really have a gender, gender specific. So I tried not to use that, and I feel it's more inviting, because I am I run a club, Beauty of Color Club at Ithaca High School, and so like I feel like it's more inviting to when I talk to my club, and like, yeah, so I feel like it's a little bit of a change, but it's still like a big change.
So first day at RYLA, for me, I thought it was like a competition, like you had to be the best, and you couldn't, and also like you had to wait for someone to talk to you. So what I took from that was that like at the end of the day, I started talking to more people, and I didn't think like I was better than everybody, or I was like the worst. So what I took from that was that I should take the initiative to like start talking to people and not like hold opinions about somebody if I don't know them.
So, as he spoke, she's at Hugo Medical and she's in the New Visions program, which for those of you who don't know, it's a highly competitive program for our kids, so for her to go, it's a big deal. They have firsthand experience in the medical field there. So really great experience, one that she couldn't put up and miss today. In asking, if you knew Nana, which most of you do not, extremely hardworking young lady. She is a Burmese refugee. So she works pretty much all the time, and when she's not working, she's still working. Convincing her to go to the program was a big stretch because she wasn't sure she could take that time off. So it's great for her to go. She said, RYLA was a worthwhile experience, very different from what I expected. I had a friend who attended last year and told me about her experiences, and it was much different from me. It was a great program, staying at Oneana for 5 days. I received the opportunity and experienced the ideas of a real-life college experience. It enlightened me. I met a roommate, I experienced dorm college life, I made some amazing friends at RYLA, and we stay in contact with each other. The presentations and the speakers that came to talk at RYLA were amazing. RYLA is very supportive of the community, of everyone. I am proud to say that I went to RYLA 2018. And I followed up with, what does different mean? She said, it was different in a good way. I liked RYLA, and the counselors and the presenters that taught me were leaders, and I think that we will be the leaders of the next generation and have to stand up for the change that we want to see within ourselves and with each other.
Come on up, Linda. And for your efforts at RYLA, we have a special, if you need to take one of these, recognition. Our Rotary Club of Ithaca is making a gift in each of your names to our End Polio Now campaign. And the gift for each of you, in each of your names will be enough funds to vaccinate 25 young children in some third world countries.